Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Well, in our ongoing series of which state can absolutely violate the Second Amendment rights of their citizens the fastest, we've already talked about New York and New Jersey, and God knows we've spent a lot of time on Oregon and most recently Illinois. Well, we're going to have to add another state to that list because it appears that yet another state is kicking around an idea of banning an entire class of weapons which are clearly protected by the Second Amendment. So today we're going to spend a few minutes and talk about Michigan, the next state to ban assault weapons. Okay, so the issue we're talking about today is Michigan House Bill 6544. Now, I want to thank a couple of my loyal viewers who were kind enough to kind of tip me off about this. So Dustin B. and Pop's Gun Channel, cool name, both of you, Dustin B. reached out to me via email, Pop's Gun Channel reached out to me via YouTube and said, hey, you might want to check this thing that's going on here in Michigan and see if you can get some people updated on it. And I appreciate the heads up. I did have a chance to look at it, and we're going to try to get you all up to speed on it. What is House Bill 6544? Well, it is the Michigan equivalent of an assault weapon ban. Now, I know many of you, and if you're new to this channel over there in Michigan, you're freaking out right now because I use the dreaded term assault weapon. Oh my God, I know. And what it really is a semi-automatic rifle ban. And if you want me to refer to it as a semi-automatic rifle ban, I'm happy to do that for the rest of the video. However, the statute, the bill here, I should say, is actually using the term assault weapon. Now, I know you're saying, well, we don't have assault weapons in Michigan. You're right, you don't. And this is how the bill is going to work. Is the bill now would reclassify a whole category of firearms, namely semi-automatic rifles in the AR-AK platform, as assault weapons, and then make them unlawful starting January 1st of 2024 with some exceptions. Now, I will give it up to the Michigan representatives that did draft this bill. That would be Representative Pepper. I love reading a 1.5-page bill because I'm used to reading 65 pages of stuff, and so a 1.5-page bill is pretty easy to digest. Let me break it down for you folks as how this legislation would work if it becomes law. There would be a new definition added to Michigan law which would now define what constitutes an unlawful assault weapon. If enacted into law, the statute would read, as used in this act, assault weapon means a semi-automatic rifle that has an ability to accept a detachable magazine and has one or more of the following characteristics. Okay, so if we have a semi-automatic rifle which accepts a detachable magazine and then has any one of the following things, you will then be the proud owner of an unlawful assault weapon under Michigan law. The other components that if the firearm has will constitute an assault weapon include 1. A pistol grip or thumb hole stock. So you can see right there, bam, with the pistol grip plus the fact that you got a detachable magazine and it's a semi-automatic rifle, you're already into the land of unlawful assault weapon. The other components that would make the firearm unlawful include 2. Any feature capable of functioning as a protruding grip that can be held by the non-trigger hand. 3. A folding or telescoping stock. 4. A shroud that is attached to or partially or completely encircles the barrel and that permits the shooter to hold the firearm with the non-trigger hand without being burned, but excluding a slide that encloses the barrel. And by the way, I will point out that this language is shockingly familiar to what's found in House Resolution 1808, which is found in the Illinois legislation, which is found in the New Jersey legislation. This is cut and pasted from other people's statutes. My Washington viewers ought to be very, very aware of this. So the bottom line is if this becomes law, any semi-automatic rifle with a pistol grip or a barrel shroud or just about anything else that we would call a common component on an AR or AK platform firearm will become unlawful effective January 1st of 2024. Is there a grandfathering provision? That is, if you own these, do you have to surrender them on January 1st, 2024? Can you grandfather them in? The answer is, according to this legislation, yes. You will be able to grandfather them in, however, only if you register those firearms. The legislation, if enacted into law, would read as follows. Except as otherwise provided in this section, beginning January 1st, 2024, a person shall not manufacture, possess, purchase, or sell an assault weapon in this state. 2, any person may continue to possess an assault weapon that the person legally possessed before the effective date of this act if both of the following apply. So, both have to apply here. A, the person registers the assault weapon with the Department of State Police in compliance with rules adopted for that purpose by the Department of State Police. And 2, the person renews the registration of the assault weapon every 5 years. And then, listen, if you think Michigan is screwing around with this, the penalties for a violation, if this becomes law, is as follows. A person who violates subsection 1 is guilty of a felony, punishable by imprisonment for not more than 5 years. So yes, if in fact this becomes law, starting January 1st, 2024, the possession, sale, manufacture, use of any AR-15, AK-47, AR pistol, AK pistol, you name it, is unlawful in Michigan unless the firearm is registered with state police. If you are in possession of a firearm which is not registered in state police, you are facing felony charges. So in a nutshell, that's how House Bill 6544 works. It is a very common tactic that we are seeing around the nation, which is we take a new definition of assault weapon, expand it to encapsulate just about every type of firearm that we possibly can, and then make that unlawful. We will keep Michigan apprised of what's going on with this bill as it moves through the legislature. I know some of you are going to have questions about this, so here's the drill. If you ever have questions about this or anything else about your Second Amendment rights, remember, you can always contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com, or you can call us directly at 425-765-0487. Thanks again to Dustin B. and Pop's Gun Channel for giving us the idea for this video. And let's remember now, the only way we can always make sure that we're the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we preach all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.